Simone had this idea to put a goat head on the back of her training tank. She contacted us and said, I want to put a goat on the back of my leotard. And we're like, a goat? And she said, yes, the goat head. So we created a Swarovski crystallized goat that we applied to the back of her training tank. And the rest is history.
You see, this is how you know that Satan works to break us down, even though we think something is harmless. You know, when it comes to this whole GOAT thing, at first it was just, greatest of all time. If she wanted to just be, claimed or known as a GOAT, why can't she just put greatest of all time on the back of her leotard or what have you? Why an actual GOAT? Because this is their way of breaking this whole aspect of the GOAT down to the masses, to the average person. See, these people in the entertainment industry, they already understand what the GOAT represents, but they have to convey some sort of surreptitious reason why, they align themselves with greatest of all time. It's really about the GOAT. It's really about their veneration of the Baphomet or Pan or the Satyr, aka Saturn. So that's what it's representing, and they continue to push it when it comes to their over infatuation with the GOAT. Why can't greatest of all time just be greatest of all time? No, they use that greatest of all time to really push the whole GOAT motif. That's what it's really about. Remember when LeBron James, he won a championship in 2020 with the Lakers? Then on Undisputed, Sharpe, the man bowed down to a GOAT and fed the GOAT. What the hell did that have to do with anything of LeBron James? See, surreptitiously, it's, oh, LeBron is the GOAT, so I'm bowing down to him. I'm showing obeisance to him. No, it's his veneration of the GOAT, the Baphomet. That's what it represents. Pan, that's what it represents. The entertainment industry is full of pansexuals, so they pretty much go off of the vibration of their veneration system, that being the Pan god, or the god Pan, the Greek god Pan. Pan is just another composition of the Baphomet, another composition of Samael, another composition of the Satyr or Saturn. That's where Saturn comes from. It comes from the Satyr. The Satyr represents half man, half goat, aka Samael, aka Uncle Sam. So all this stuff is interconnected just when it comes to the whole GOAT motif. They worship the GOAT because the GOAT represents sin. The GOAT is the god of this world. That's why they push the GOAT shit so heavy. It's just that they gotta make you think that it represents greatest of all time just on a small scale to the masses, to the profane. But to the people that's in the know, it's easy to tell that they do these things because it's in veneration of their God. There's no reason for you to put a picture of a GOAT if you're calling yourself the greatest of all time. What does the animal have to do with you saying that? I get it's the acronym, but they use that on purpose to make simple-minded people think that, oh yeah, the GOAT, GOAT, GOAT. You see goats in music videos, goats on album covers. It's more than just greatest of all time, people. Wake up. So we in the blue letter just wanted to go into the etymology or the translation of the word that you see here, devils. Very important that I go into this. So this is Leviticus 17:7, and they shall no more offer their sacrifices unto devils. That word devil there, it represents goat. We're going to get into it though. After whom they have gone a whoring, this shall be a statute forever unto them throughout their generations. Going into the understanding in regards to the Israelites and what the Most High told them not to do. This obviously was in the Hebrew, so we get the Strongs, but we want to get into the word devils, unto devils. So Strong's H8163, Sha'ir. This word is the same word that was translated from goat when it comes to what you read in the book of Genesis, where Isaac was given a blessing to Esau, but it was really supposed to go unto Jacob. So Rebecca had Jacob put on a goat skin so he could righteously deceive Isaac, because Isaac was blind. So Isaac gave Jacob the blessing, even though he discerned that the feeling was of Esau because the goat skin. Now back in time, when it comes to the so-called Caucasian, they was born in a certain type of state where they were more bestial. Believe it or not, they come from Neanderthals, so they had hairy skin. But that's just, that's another video. I already done videos on this, but we already know that the progenitor of the Caucasians is Esau, and he's also synonymous with the goat. This is why Uncle Sam, who is the white man, is synonymous with the goat, because Samael goes back to the goat, half man, half goat. So as we're reading here, we go to the Strongs. Shire, right? Strong's info, the biblical usage. Let's go to the info. Zaire, from shaggy, as noun, a he-goat, by analogy, a fawn. When you look at the god Faunus, half goat, half man. Also another composition of Pan. When you look at Pan, half goat, half man, the god of pedophilia. When it comes to almost like a prerequisite of the entertainment industry, these people, they have to get molested. So it's like they following that tradition of Pan. They following that order where, Pan would play the flutes and he would lure the little kids to him and he would perform pedophilia on the kids. That's what he would do. That's part of the veneration of Pan. This is why you have like characters like Peter Pan, Michael Jackson, when he goes into that programming, R. Kelly with the Pied Piper. That's what it all represents, right? The he-goat, devil, goat, hairy. So this explains Esau. Esau came out hairy, like a hairy garment, bloody and hairy, like a goat. That's why Rebecca told Jacob to put on the goat skin, so Isaac could think that Jacob was Esau. So that's what that was about. Excuse me, I'm in a certain state where I'm a little like, a little drowsy a little bit, but it's a reason. It's all par for the course. But yeah, man, that's what this represents. So the term devil in the book of Leviticus chapter 17 and 7 represents goat. That's what it represents. Goat, hairy, he-goat, buck. As sacrificial animal. Most High tells them, do not sacrifice unto devils. The Saturn. This is why these people, they worship Saturn, because it goes into the veneration of the goat, as well as the constellation, like the planet. Pretty much killing two birds with one stone, just in terms of their worship system. These people, they worship the goat in the entertainment industry. That video, Kendrick Lamar, count myself out, or count me out. You see goats in the video. The goat motif is everywhere when it comes to Hollywood. Just is what it is.
Rise from Shannon.
LeBron, right here. Check it out.
Be careful.
Hey, we do this.
He might bite.
No, he don't bite. Shake. Shake. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that go. Look at that go. Yeah, we do this. Shake. There you go, buddy.
Wow.
Yeah, look, you got a LeBron jersey, though. That old fake goat you gave me for my birthday a couple years ago.
Yep.
This is the real goat.
The real goat.
Look at that. He got a crowd and everything. Spanky, you've been unbelievable. Look at that. You want to know? That's my guy. It's my guy. Look at that. See that? That's a real goat, Skip Bayless.
You know what a little bird told me?
What'd he tell you?
This goat's real name is Michael.
No, it ain't.
Michael. That's what they call him, Michael.
You did great. You did great, buddy. Oh, my God. Spank, you've been unbelievable. I got no more treats, but you've been unbelievable. You the real GOAT.
It's interesting. Skip Bayless called the GOAT Michael. Michael represents he who is like God. That's what Michael means. He who is like God, or he who is a gift from God. So that's very, very interesting, because their GOAT is the God, or their God is the GOAT. You see, this is how you know that this is part of veneration more than it is an allusion to LeBron James. And this is their way of pretty much not hiding from their alignment with the GOAT God, because it's like, well, I could use a GOAT as a symbol for who I'm talking about, that being LeBron James, or in the case of a Simone Biles, I could use that as a metaphor for me, like I'm the greatest, they convey that to the profane, to the people that don't understand these things. But when it comes to people that do, I already know what's up. It's a part of their alignment with the veneration system when it comes to the goat god. The god of this society is the goat. That being Saturn or Pan or the Baphomet. It's the same thing. That's why I say or. It's all the same thing. It all goes back to Osiris, Nimrod, so on and so forth. That's what it represents. That's why they go so hard with it. Like, what the hell does this have to do with LeBron James winning the championship? Why not just come in with a LeBron James jersey like you always do? And, you know, because it's a part of the veneration system. And notice he called the GOAT Michael. Skip Bayless. Obviously, on the surface, it's allusion to Michael Jordan, but it's really about what the name Michael means. What does the name Michael mean? It means gift from God. That's what it means. It means gift from God. So, you know, all this stuff is interconnected, man. It's all interconnected because their God is not the Most High. An extension of this video will be uploaded to Patreon on Monday, August 12th. So you guys, please pledge to the Patreon. Please support. Pledge to the Patreon. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description. Like this video just so we can get it up in terms of getting the understanding out there. It's very, very important because in this world, in these last days, a lot of stuff is ramping up just when it comes to the revelation aspect as far as things being revealed unto us. So, you know, just aside from the Patreon, be aware, be vigilant. You know, it's very important. But yeah, subscribe to the Patreon, pledge. I would very, very much appreciate your support. And I thank you all just for your general support ongoing, watching the videos, so on and so forth. So God bless you all.